You see their name on your phone, and you hesitate. Not because you're busy, but because you don't feel like answering. So you let it ring. You tell yourself, I'll call them later. But later never comes. And now you feel guilty. Not because you hate them, but because you don't understand why you're avoiding them in the first place. It's not just one call. It's a pattern. Missed calls, short replies, conversations that feel forced. I'm busy. I'll call you later. I've just been tired. And maybe sometimes that's true. But if you're honest, you had time. You just didn't have the energy. Because talking to them doesn't feel as simple as it should. And that's where the guilt starts. Because on one side, you care about them. You know they won't always be here. You know you should call more. But on the other side, every interaction feels heavy. Maybe it turns into advice you didn't ask for. Maybe it turns into questions you don't want to answer. Maybe it reminds you of a version of yourself that you're trying to outgrow. So now you're stuck between two truths. You love them, but you don't feel comfortable around them. Most people think avoidance means you don't care, but that's not how it works. Sometimes avoidance is what happens when caring becomes exhausting. When every conversation feels like you have to filter yourself. When you can't fully say what you think or be who you are now. When you feel misunderstood, even in the place that's supposed to understand you the most. So your brain makes a decision, not a loud one, a quiet one. It chooses distance because distance feels easier than explaining yourself over and over again and still not being seen. But distance comes with a cost because silence doesn't feel neutral. It turns into guilt, and that guilt creates pressure. So now you feel like you have to call. But when you do, the same feelings come back, the same tension, the same disconnect. So after the call, you pull away again. And the cycle repeats. Avoid, feel relief, then feel guilty, then try again, then pull away. Over and over, until you don't even know what you're feeling anymore. And here's the part most people don't say out loud. You can love your parents and still not feel close to them. You can respect them and still feel distant. You can appreciate what they've done and still struggle to connect with who they are. That doesn't make you ungrateful, but it does leave you confused because no one teaches you what to do when love and distance exist at the same time. So instead, you carry both, the distance and the guilt. You tell yourself you'll fix it one day. You tell yourself you'll call more, be more present, try harder. But deep down, you know the problem isn't just effort. It's something deeper that was never really addressed. And until it is, the silence will keep coming back. So if you've been avoiding your parents, maybe it's not because you don't care. Maybe it's because you don't know how to be close to them without losing yourself.